Have you ever tried to talk to your partner about your wants or needs and it feels like they're getting defensive, tuning out, or just completely missing the point? It's frustrating and disconnecting, and you can walk away thinking, why even bother? Which is not a pattern we want to be in a relationship. It's important to know, though, that how you say something is just as important as what you're trying to say. So today I am sharing some practical strategies to help you communicate your needs in a way that sets you and your partner up for success and having a connecting conversation. Before we get into it, though, hey there, I'm Lauren Consul. I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist and a certified sex therapist here to help you create more satisfying and secure sex and relationships. So let's talk about how to talk so your partner can listen better. First and foremost, when you're approaching a conversation, it can help to start with the why. If your partner hears, we need to talk, their defenses are likely to go way up. Instead, start with your intention. This helps them stay open and feel like you're coming toward them, not at them. It also gives them context because when we're missing information, our brains will fill it in, and often we will fill it in with self-protection, which means defensiveness and not great things. So instead, try this. Hey, I want to talk to you about something that's been on my mind, not to blame or criticize, but because I care about us and want us to feel more connected. It changes the tone instantly. You're framing the conversation as a team effort, not a personal attack that they need to be prepared to defend themselves in. Second, use I statements, not accusations. We have all done it. You never help with the dishes. You always interrupt me. You don't care. These kind of statements, even just saying them, can get my blood pressure going up because they put us on the defensive. So instead, focus on your own experience using I language. Try this. I've been feeling really overwhelmed lately, and I'd love more support with the chores in the house, and I want to work together to figure out a solution that works for both of us. It's softer, it's specific, and it invites collaboration instead of conflict. Now, it's really important to also be clear about what you need. So many conflicts come from hoping our partner will just read our mind, which would be lovely because we wouldn't have to do this communication and vulnerability thing, but unfortunately, they can't read our mind. So if you're dropping hints or talking around your needs or putting it on your partner, they're probably missing it. So instead, try this. When you check in with me during the day, it helps me feel really connected to you. Could we maybe make that a daily thing or talk about how we could do that where it honors both of us? Direct communication isn't needy, it's clarity, and clarity builds connection. And this isn't a demand list, it's about collaborating with your partner, but clearly communicating what the underlying need is so you can find something that works for both of you. Timing matters. Trying to have a deep emotional conversation when your partner's exhausted, distracted, or stressed, probably not the best move, but you also don't have to do mental gymnastics to figure out the best time. Instead, you can say something like, I'd love to talk to you about something that's been on my mind. When would be a good time for you to be fully present? This gives them space to opt in, which means they'll be more open and available when you actually talk. Now, some partners may do better with a little more context about the topic, such as, I'd love to talk about how we can work together to make chores in the house easier for both of us, so their mind doesn't run wild with what you're going to bring up. This is something you and your partner can proactively talk about before something comes up. Hey, how would it be best for me to approach you when I want to talk to you about something? Do you want a little bit of information, a lot? How can we do that? So talking about communication before you actually do the talking can really help set you up for success. You also want to focus on the pattern, not the person. Instead of labeling your partner, you're selfish, you're avoidant, you're lazy, focus on the dynamic between you because that's really what matters. So try this. I've noticed that when I bring up something emotional between us, we tend to get stuck in a cycle of defense and shutdown, and I know neither of us feels good after that. Can we look at how we're getting stuck together? Now it's not you versus me, it's us together versus the pattern or the problem, and that's a huge mindset shift. You also do not want to stack complaints, and so many partners I work with are guilty of this, which I get because when you finally get a chance to talk, it's tempting to unload everything that you've been holding on to. But dumping a laundry list of grievances doesn't invite listening or collaboration. It overwhelms and shuts things down usually. So instead, stick to one issue at a time and let the conversation breathe. If something else comes up that you want to talk about, bring that up at a separate time, but lead with what you're wanting to talk about, the most painful thing, the strongest point, or whatever it is, and stay with that until there's a resolution. And this requires trust that you're going to get back to another issue at a later time, but that's going to do so much more for your communication and the relationship rather than stacking everything at once. Lastly, you want to invite your partner, not corner them, because listening isn't just about hearing, it's about feeling safe enough to stay in the conversation and share vulnerably and trust that you guys will both be heard. So try this. I know this topic can be hard for both of us, and I want to approach it differently than we have in the past because I know we've struggled around it, because I want us to really understand each other, hear each other, and work as a team. Then pause, let them respond, let it be a dialogue, not a monologue. That is a collaborative approach to resolving whatever's coming up. So there you have it, practical strategies to set your relationship up for success when you guys are communicating around needs. Remember to lead with intention, speak from vulnerability, not accusation, to stay present, patient, and curious, because communication isn't about being right. It's about being understood, creating safety, vulnerability, and connection. Now, I'd love to know in the comments below what you thought would be the most difficult strategy to implement so we can learn from each other, so we can communicate about that. And if you found this video helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more on having more satisfying and secure sex and relationships.